Good day, grade 9 students. Welcome to my English class. I'm Teacher Jen, and together we'll enjoy while learning and discovering the wonders of the universal language. So, have your pen and paper ready.
At the end of the lesson, you are expected to differentiate text and theme, determine key ideas in a material viewed, and judge the relevance of idea presented in the material viewed. For our review, let us have this activity, entitled In the Right Category. I want you to classify whether the given viewing material's nature of circulation is real-time, recorded, or both. Number 1. Commercial. Recorded. Correct. Number 2. Documentary. Both. That's right. Number 3. Live lecture via Google Meet. Real time. Very good. Number 4. Music video. Recorded. Good job. And lastly, newscast. Both. Excellent.
Now, to better understand our lesson for today, let us differentiate these two terms, text and theme. What is a text? Well, the first thing that might come into your mind is something like this. Is this a text? Yes, it is a text. Definitely a text. Here's something else, a traditional book. Another example of a text is an e-book, something that you read on your laptop or on your phone. It is like a book, but it is in a digital form. Finally, something like a tweet, an Instagram post, or Facebook post. Text is what you read. But how about this? A magazine, a music video, a chart, a web page, a TV commercial, and a broadcast. Are they a text? Yes, definitely a text. Text refers to a written, spoken, visual, and gestural forms of language that people live with every day. From the moment you wake up until you go to bed, you are creators and users of some kind of text, from prayers to social media posts. Text can be as simple as smileys. It can be as lengthy as the 7 books of Harry Potter. It can be as illusionary as the portrait of Mona Lisa. And it can be as relaxing as the song you listen to while you are in your bedroom. Text is used and consumed for personal and social benefits. People access, evaluate, and use text like images and visual media for their own personal needs. On the other hand, text disseminated in the public sphere can have both positive and negative social effects. For this reason, the concept of responsible use and production of text has been highly advocated lately. Actively engaging with a text, specifically with the viewing materials, should lead you to the identification of the main reason why the text is created. Is it to describe, to entertain, to persuade, or to explain? Actively viewing also demands from a viewer like you the ability to capture the big idea instrumental for achieving the purpose of the author, commonly known as a theme. What is a theme? A theme is sometimes called a storyline, a topic, a main idea, or a unifying concept. It is not easy to recognize the theme of what you are reading or watching, because it is usually implied, not until you finish the entire show, program, or broadcast, and unless you have the answers to the following questions to critically think of the theme.
What is happening? What types of conflict are the characters facing? Who are the characters and how are they related with each other? When and where are the actions taking place? How are the actions sequenced? Why do the actors think and act the way they do? A theme can be a word, phrase, or a sentence. Here is a list of themes from Masterclass 2020. Love, humanity versus technology, sacrifice, good versus evil, death, perseverance, coming of age, family drama, reason versus fate, and justice. Let us take a look at this example. What do you think is the theme of this picture from Ivana Lawi's trending vlog? That's right, it's about helping others.
For the theme waves of the entire composition of what you are viewing, it is important for you to have keen eyes for details. In other words, you can filter out the relevant from irrelevant. Most importantly, you can search for the most relevant, credible, and reliable material that will give you a worthwhile viewing experience.
Let us study the following examples. The first given theme is technology hinders human interaction. The given text is, I was walking in the park with a friend recently, and his cell phone rang, interrupting our conversation. There we were, walking and talking on a beautiful sunny day, and poof, I became invisible. Absent from the conversation because of the gadget designed to make communication easier. Is the text relevant or irrelevant to the theme? Very good. It's relevant. The next given theme is justice, and the given text is, there's a little game I want us to play that I used to play at school. It's called Forget Me Not. I'm going to call some words, just anything at all, and as I say each word, you're all to write down the first thing that comes to your mind. Is the text relevant or irrelevant to the theme? Exactly, it's irrelevant. To test if you really understand our lesson for today, let us have this activity entitled What I Have Learned. You'll choose a smiling emoji if the statement is right or true, and a sad emoji if it is wrong or false. Number 1. A text refers to the written, spoken, visual, and gestural forms of language that people live with every day. Good. The sentence is true. Number 2. A magazine, TV commercial, and a broadcast are not classified as a text. That's right. The sentence is false. Number 3. The theme is sometimes called a storyline, topic, main idea, or unifying concept. It can be a word, phrase, or a sentence. Very good. The sentence is true. Number 4. We should filter out the relevant from irrelevant details. Excellent! The sentence is true. Number 5. We should search for the most relevant, reliable, and credible material that will give us a worthwhile viewing experience. Absolutely! The sentence is true. Now let us have this next activity entitled Text and Theme. Complete the graphic organizer by putting each word or phrase into its right group. Under the text group, we have blog, painting, social media post, prayer, travel show, and slogan. Very good, class! And under the theme group, we have faith, sacrifice, justice, and friendship. Good job, class! Our next activity is entitled Perfect Match. Think of the comic strips below as storyboards for video production. In each set, choose the best title that describes the actions of the characters. Then, identify which among the given statements is relevant to the title of the comic strips. Let us study the first comic strips. What do you think is the best title for this? A. Modernization. B. The New Normal. C. Technology Dependence. Exactly! The best title for these comic strips is The New Normal. Now the question is, why do you think this title is relevant to the comic strips? A. The people in the comic strips are experiencing a pandemic. That's why the man needs to wear a mask when he goes out of the house but feels afraid of a large crowd. B. The man in the comic strips is unafraid to face a large crowd despite of the pandemic. C. The man in the comic strips doesn't want to go out of their house anymore because of the pandemic. Very good. The answer is letter A. How about this one? What do you think is the best title for this comic strips? A. Friendship. B. Intrapersonal relationship. C. Proper waste management. Absolutely! The best title is Proper Waste Management. Now the question is, which among the sentences best explains why this title is relevant to the comic strips? A. The character in the comic strips bought new plastic crayon holders and happily shows them to his best friend. B. The character in the comic strips is able to reuse an empty tissue rolls and reduce waste by recycling them into a crayon holder. C. The character in the comic strips is delighted because of the colorful crayons that he has. Correct! The answer is B. Finally, for our performance task, let us have this activity entitled Showing What I've Got. Taking into considerations your interests, capabilities, and resources, make one visual presentations either about you or about your community in any of the following formats: a scrap notebook, flip chart, photo slideshow, or video presentation. The number of photos you can use to serve as your details of your chosen theme is limited to 5. Here are the criteria for judging your outputs. The presentation addresses the topic very effectively and is well organized. There are 5 pictures to support the topic. There is smooth transition of ideas, 15 points. The presentation addresses the topic very effectively and is well organized. There are 4 pictures to support the topic. There are some smooth transition of ideas, 12 points. The presentation minimally addresses the topic and lacks organization. There is little evidence of smooth transition of ideas, 9 points. The presentation does not address the topic and the pictures weakly support the topic. There is no evidence of smooth transition of ideas, 6 points. The presentation does not address the topic and the pictures completely do not support the topic. There is no evidence of smooth transition of ideas, 3 points. Good job, class! See you in our next episode of Discovering the Wonders of the Universal Language. Let's call it a day. Goodbye, class. Stay safe.